Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is a small town church run food pantry that you are allowed to come in. They're open twice a month. Just 2 days a month is when they're open. But you get to shop, which is nice because you get to pick and choose what your family will use. So they'll have like a table of snack goods and you get to pick 2 off of it. Or they'll have bread products and you get to pick 3 or whatever. So it's nice because I'm able to say yes to the things that I know our family will eat and no to the things that we wouldn't. So I'm going to jump in and go ahead and get this done because it's getting late and we haven't had lunch yet. So I'm ready to do this. All right, let's see what we were blessed with today. First thing is they still had a bunch of this popcorn. It is expired. It expired in October. It's still perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like the oils don't taste rancid or anything like that. They gave me a whole box of it last time and we put a pretty good dent in it. So they offered me a box again and I said, yeah, why not? She said they still had like 20 boxes of these. So still trying to get rid of all of it. So we will eat on it. I had also thought about maybe donating some to like youth group for get together, something like that, just so it's not getting thrown away because I don't know how long past the expiration date they'll keep it before they finally throw it away. So don't want it to go to waste. Cold products. This is a pork shoulder roast. They also had some pork steaks and ground deer meat as the option. So we've still got ground deer meat in the freezer for my husband getting this fall. And so this sounded really good as something to throw in the crock pot and have for dinner one evening. We had picked up one of these before and it was really good and it actually worked out perfect because I picked this up for my husband. He loves banana pudding and he ended up coming home and having strep throat. So he ate this and like popsicles for a couple of days while he was waiting for the antibiotics to kick in. Luckily, nobody else in the house got it. This is a cauliflower crust pizza, and we have had cauliflower crust pizza before, and there's really no taste difference. It works out great. So, unfortunately, it's not low carb, so it still doesn't work for me and my husband have to eat low carb, me more than him, obviously, because he's eating ice cream. But my kids will eat it and not have any issues with it. So, I will probably end up doing that for like lunch one day as a quick and easy, don't have anything else planned lunch, and they'll eat the whole thing. There's 5 of them, so they'll obviously eat the whole thing, and I will do some other stuff with it. These looked really cool. Some Outshine smoothie cubes, mango, banana, pineapple, papaya, date paste, beet juice, and a touch of chia. So I haven't opened them up to see whether it's all like already blended. It says just mix your cubes and your favorite liquid. So that will be fun. They had these, some gluten-free dinner rolls. So I will definitely put those to use. And they're in the freezer, so I can just put them right back in the freezer. This was, we had picked up one of these before. And they had been frozen before. And they thawed out, so she said make sure to get them used quickly. So I think we will probably end up doing those for lunch today with maybe grilled cheese sandwiches or something. Some coconut milk. They also had some like creamer, like coffee creamer and oat milk. I'm trying to think what else they had, but I thought coconut milk sounded good. This was on a shelf of take as much as you want because it is expired. Oh, it's heavily expired. Oh, no. No, Best By, yeah, okay. Best By January of this year. So January 16th. So it's just barely expired. But it's chocolate milk, so it's fine. We'll use it. If nothing else, I'll throw it in smoothies. There are this plant milk cheese spread urban garlic. I thought that sounded pretty tasty. I will come up with something to use that for. If you have ideas, let me know. Because I'm thinking even just like mixed into like vegetables would probably be good. 2 lemon and elderflower coconut yogurts. I need to check carb count on those. 10 carbs, not bad. I might be able to do one of those. 3 of these snack packs. Help me out. These, they had them in their refrigerator, but I'm not seeing anywhere where it says that they have to be refrigerated. So if you've had these before, tell me. Because it's just like these little meat cubes, but it almost looks like cured meat. So I'm wondering. But anyway, I thought that might be something helpful to, you know, have snack for kids. A thing of lunch meat. Vegetables, they had onions and they had lettuce. They also had peppers, like bell peppers, and I passed on those because we have peppers from the garden this year. And then they had whole stalks of Brussels sprouts, fresh Brussels sprouts, and they were out by the time I got up there, and I was so bummed because I love Brussels sprouts, and I've got one other kid that likes them, so I was bummed they ran out before I got up there, but that's all right. Bread products, we could pick one like breakfasty bread, so I did some bagels, and then we could do 1 buns, and then 2 loaves of bread. And we actually picked 3. They had 1 loaf of white bread and 2 loaves of wheat bread. So I passed on the white bread and did 2 loaves of the wheat bread and did the Dave's Killer Bread organic fancy bread. Drinks, they loaded us up today, and I'll show you more here in a minute. They had these or some juice pouches, and so I went with the fruit punch because my kids really like the Zevia brand, and these are the kids' ones. We could pick 6 other drinks, and so I did this Topo Chico, which is really good sparkling water, mineral water if you like carbonated waters. This one's really good, and it is grapefruit flavor. Baby items, they gave me an entire box of the little melts, like the little yogurt melts. These are delicious even if you're not a baby. And then 1 thing of like 1 tray of squeezy pouches. And they know I don't have a baby anymore. My baby is 4. But they know they don't get a whole lot of infants through there. And so they are fine with taking stuff for even little ones. And my 4-year-old just thinks these are the greatest thing ever. I think she'll love the fact that it has Peter Rabbit on it too. Some non-food items, some feminine hygiene products. They had adult diapers, and usually they do some liquid hand soap. I picked up this. We have wood floors, and I always just use like dish soap to mop my wood floors, and we're talking like old wood floors, original to our 160-year-old house. So I picked this up to give it a try. We'll see, 1, how well it works, and 2, whether the smell is too strong for me, because I don't like stinky things. 2 bottles of vitamin D, which are very useful. We live in the Midwest where we take vitamin D every winter. And then they still had a lot more of these liquid vitamin D, so I picked up 2 more of those. And then they still have this, ooh, that is not wanting to focus, hemp lavender liquid Castile soap. So we picked up a couple of those. They had this for if you had kitty cats, and we have outside cats, so I thought that would be something fun for them to get to have something different. And then they also had these blessing bags, and it's got a bunch of different snacks, a bottle of water, a pair of socks. I didn't see, like, sometimes they have like little mini deodorants or toothpaste, and I'm not seeing that. And then there's also a piece of paper in there with local resources. So I think I will probably end up, I'm going to open it and see whether the socks fit any of my crew. I'm seeing all the snacks are ones that they will like. So maybe we'll go ahead and use it. If not, I'll put it in my car and have it for, if we see somebody that needs a blessing bag as we're driving around town. Oh, there's also, I said I was going to show you the rest of the fluids that they loaded us up on. 2 12-packs of Propel Zero Sugar. One is grape, and the other one I think was mixed berry or something like that. So, all right, that is round 1. I'm going to put these things away, and I'll be right back for you with round 2. It's going to take me like 10 minutes. All right, round 2. Snacky things, we could pick 3 potato chip options. I picked, these were delicious last time. I had a hard time not eating them. The Snyder's of Hanover brand buttermilk ranch pieces. There's these cosmic rings from the Lesser Evil. They just looked interesting. They almost look like Fruit Loops, but cosmic cheddar flavored. So I'm excited to have the kids try those. These cheese curls, I mean, you can't go wrong with those. And they're the Whole Foods market, so you know they're the fancy ones. We could pick out 3 cereals. So I did this already kind of pre-made apple cinnamon pecan. And it says no added sugar because it is sweetened with, oh, maybe it's not sweetened at all. I was figuring it had something else in it, like date sugar or something like that, but no. Okay, that just looked delicious, and I don't even like oatmeal. This we picked up a box of last time, and it was really good, so I did another one of those. And then these just looked like fun, and we may have already opened them, and they were, excuse me, they were a hit. Sorry, I've been taking sips of that sparkling water as I was working, so now I have the hiccup burps, so I will try not to do that. Some other snacky items, we got some more of these dark chocolate peanut gems. Those are so good. and I can eat a couple of those and not feel bad. There's these Cliff Thins that I thought looked interesting and would be a good snack box item. A couple, and the other thing is we have a long drive to and from, I mean, not like crazy long, like a 30-minute drive to church. And so it's nothing for us to not get home until like 1:30 in the afternoon before we get done chit-chatting and playing and hanging out after church. So we usually pack a snack with us. And I thought these would be good because they're going to be smaller so that we don't do like a big snack on the way home. It's just something to tide the kids over until we get home and get lunch pulled out. So these are fairly small. So, oh, they're 2 wafers per. They get you on that, okay? It says 14 crispy bars, but they're in 2 packs. So you think they're going to be like 14, but there's only 7. Anyway, 2 things of the giant crunchy corn. Again, these are really good. I've said before, they kind of, to me, taste like Fritos, like corn chips. Another thing of sunflower seeds. We predominantly use those on salads. A thing of fajita seasoning mix. Yum. And it's even fancy, simply organic. These looked interesting. Dipped chewy banana bites. So like in the inside is like this chewy thing. I don't even know what it is. And then it's banana flavored and peanut butter flavored. And we tried them. Pretty good. Some gingerbread man cookies. I thought those would be a fun treat. Maybe with some hot chocolate. 2 cans of fruit. So I picked some clean peaches and some mandarin oranges. And then they also had canned vegetables, corn, green beans, carrots, all of that kind of thing. And I passed on those because my kids are not huge canned vegetable fans. I've tried fixing it several different ways to kind of zhuzh it up, and it's just not a favorite. But then also we have kind of a little stockpile. We're using it kind of as our emergency stockpile for, like the zombie apocalypse, of canned goods. So I'm good on those. I'll leave those for somebody else. But I did take pasta sauce because we will definitely use it. I chose a thing of sardines. These are a great way of getting calcium in because sardines have and I know it grosses people out, the bones inside. If you take one of these and mix it with like 2, 3, 4 cans of tuna and make tuna salad or tuna cakes or something like that, you don't taste the sardines at all. So that's how I do it, and my kids love it. A thing of salsa, a thing of canned salmon. We could have some random things, so I picked up this sweet and sour sauce. We could do 1 jelly, so I found this red cherry jelly that I thought would be really good. And then a thing of peanut butter. Some unrefined coconut oil is always useful. And then this looked interesting. Some hand-harvested French Celtic salt, sea salt. So it's even like an interesting color. I don't know. I have never tried that one before. I love trying new salts. Salt is a great way of getting in different minerals into your body. Anyway, we have some pink Himalayan sea salt macadamia nuts, some artichoke hearts. I love these on salads. And then I've also I think I've got a recipe for some kind of chicken that uses those, so I need to look that up. These looked interesting. Cuban black beans sofrito. That I just thought those looked interesting. Hopefully those aren't spicy at all. I don't think they are. And then some strawberry licorice from Yum Earth, allergen friendly. So all of those free, which is always nice. We could pick up a handful of crackers or a box of saltines. I chose these because these are my kids' favorites. Some gluten-free brown rice pasta. There's another thing of the beef pho. My kids liked that last time I picked it up, and they'll eat it for snack. Some Cantonese egg noodles. These look kind of cool. They're like discs of noodles. So I will use those to make Chinese food. We've got 2 things of coffee. I picked these up for my husband. This looked interesting because you just hook it on your cup, and it's just a pour over. And I thought that would work for him in his truck because he could just make some hot water and do that. So we'll try those. And then I found this one, that Kicking Horse Coffee, and he likes dark roast. So I picked that one up to see if he would like it. He's not a huge coffee drinker when he's home, but A thing of instant mashed potatoes. Look at these. Aren't they the cutest? It's like farfalle, but these are papillon, maybe? Italian macaroni product. But I just thought they were so pretty, the butterflies, so I'm going to have to do something with those. Some more of these gluten-free croutons. These were really good last time. I did look them up, and it was crazy expensive, though. A thing of boxed mac and cheese. Some red lentil spaghetti. And then, yeah, that was everything. Okay, sorry, I thought I hadn't come to the end yet. So, yeah, huge blessing. I was super excited about so many of these things. Part of the fun of going to the food pantry, and yeah, I know, not the food pantry isn't fun, but one of the interesting things is getting to try all of these foods that we would never buy. I would never buy purely Elizabeth brand. It's expensive. I would probably never even buy Kashi brand. Most of the time I don't even buy name brand. I buy everything from Aldi. But there's so many things that we get to try that, like I said, there's no way we'd ever buy, like, pretty much anything that is on this counter right now because it's too expensive, or the risk of buying it and then not liking it. You know, like the strawberry licorice. We might try that and the kids are like, ew, this is gross. But more than likely they'll love it. But, you know, it's just one of those where it's kind of one of the interesting side things of going to the food pantry is getting to try things that we wouldn't normally try, that we wouldn't normally go out of our comfort zone. Normally when I make Chinese food, I use ramen noodles. And this time we get to use Cantonese egg noodles. You know, that it's like getting to try these different things is fun. So, yeah. If you are needing a little hand up like we are in this season of life, I will post a link in the show notes of how to find food pantries in your area. Please seek them out. 90% of this stuff was going in the trash because it's expired or because the company ordered too much of it and they can't sell it, and it was going to end up in the trash. So, you know, it's one of those where so much of this food is being salvaged and not going in the trash. And if that helps your family to make ends meet, to pay the bills, to save up to buy a vehicle because yours is falling apart, those kind of things, please go. If you're a college student who's working as hard as they can and making it work but needs a little bit of help, go to the food pantry. If you're a great grandma Gertrude who's sitting at home and is struggling to make this work, go to the food pantry. This is what it's there for, is for our community to support our community. I love the fact that our community does this, the fact that we are there to support each other. I sat for 2 hours in the food pantry today waiting my turn, and I crocheted a hat and talked to so many different people and got to talk yarn with different ladies, and just, it was an enjoyable experience. So tap into your local resources if you need them. They're there to love on you. All right, I'm gonna go put this stuff away and make some lunch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.